Can we really trust the Bible? I'm going to explore the evidence, challenge the myths, and see what we can uncover together. The importance of trust in the Bible cannot be overstated. For centuries, it has been a guiding light in the lives of millions, providing spiritual guidance, comfort, and wisdom. In both historical and modern contexts, the Bible's influence is undeniable. From shaping the course of Western civilization to inspiring countless works of art, literature, and music, the Bible's impact is still felt today. One of the biggest obstacles to trusting the Bible is the array of doubts and challenges that surround it. Many people question the authenticity of its authors, the accuracy of its historical accounts, and the legitimacy of its teachings. Some argue that the Bible is nothing more than a collection of myths and legends, fabricated by ancient writers to suit their own agendas. Others claim that it's been heavily edited and altered over the centuries, rendering it unreliable as a historical source. These concerns are only exacerbated by the many perceived contradictions and inconsistencies within the text itself. Some point to the differences between the gospel accounts of Jesus' life as evidence of their unreliability, while others highlight the morally problematic passages that seem to condone violence, slavery, and sexism. And then, of course, there are the scientific and historical inaccuracies, or at least apparent inaccuracies, that seem to undermine the Bible's authority. The fact is, the Bible has been subjected to intense scrutiny and criticism for centuries, and yet it continues to withstand the test of time. Archaeological discoveries have repeatedly confirmed the accuracy of its historical accounts, while manuscript evidence has demonstrated the remarkable consistency of its textual transmission. From the Dead Sea Scrolls to the earliest fragments of the New Testament, the evidence suggests that the Bible we have today is remarkably faithful to its original sources. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence that bolsters the case for trusting the Bible is the testimony of the Apostle Paul. Paul's testimony is particularly remarkable because he was not some credulous believer, easily swayed by myth and superstition. He was a highly educated, intensely skeptical Pharisee who had dedicated his life to persecuting Christians. And yet, despite his initial doubts, he was convinced of the reality of Jesus' resurrection and spent the rest of his life spreading the good news. In conclusion, while doubts and challenges to the Bible's trustworthiness are certainly legitimate, the evidence suggests that it is an overwhelmingly reliable and trustworthy source. Through a combination of historical evidence, archaeological findings, and manuscript accuracy, we can establish a firm foundation for trusting the Bible. And at the end of the day, it is this trust that enables us to experience the transformative power of its teachings in our own lives.